They like, oh my God, yeah. Glory, why you go so hard? Yeah, what's the odds of being large? Following your stars, they eager to pull your card. Try to slow you down when they see that you're going hard. No need to applaud, my blessings coming from God.
What's up, everybody? You're now tuned in to the Hey Now Podcast. Episode 3, a conversation with a bunch of nobodies. I'm your boy, Kev.
Juan G.
Shaq. Buns.
And we got my boy, Buns, who's going to be in here with the discussion. We also got our boy, Drew. Shout out to Fame NYC, Washington Heights. So let's get to talking, man.
Wait. I just want to give a shout out to all my ladies going to DR, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Miami, California, Boston, New Rochelle, Washington, D.C., Alabama, everything, worldwide, continental. Anybody getting their body done, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Y'all making Instagram good for us. Instagram is great. I can't touch y'all in real life, but I can look at y'all on Instagram, and that's all that counts. As long as I don't touch and I look, it's all Gucci. Thank you. I just needed to give that shout out. Let all my people know what's good.
You done? You let it all out?
Good.
I let it all out.
It's been a good week.
Let's get back to business.
I'm still trying to figure out why he said New Rochelle, but that's a whole different.
Because they got a good doctor over there, I heard.
So yesterday, man, let's get into some boxing. Yesterday, we had a few fights going on.
Yes.
We had, Andrian Broner fight.
He's a bum.
We'll get into that. We also had a tag fight and the Charlo twins. Now let's get into Andrian Broner because I had a conversation with Drew. Let's start off. Drew, how you felt about the fight?
Broner won.
Okay, we got Broner won.
I think.
Why you felt Broner won?
The first 4 rounds, Vargas won.
Yep.
The next 5, 6, Broner won, and then he don't punch. That's the problem. He just got to punch.
So, all right. So now y'all gonna get my view on it last. Buns, you watched the fight last night. How you felt about it?
I was most of the highlights of it. I think Broner won though, because I saw the beginning rounds and I saw the highlights of the ending rounds, and he looked like he was dominating the whole thing, and he looked better than Vargas looked at the
He
end
gets
of
the flow of the fight first.
Yeah,
That's always been his problem. He never comes out punching off the rip.
So now we're gonna get into Gabby's opinion because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting. So go ahead.
First of all, I just want to say Andrian Broner is a freaking bum. Second of all, I do think he won the fight though. The first 4 rounds he lost, but after that he got his motion back together. I saw the highlights after the fight. I hit Kev up last night talking about your man is a bum, he doing draws out here and all that, but then I took the time to watch highlights, see the whole fight, real nice and neat. And Andrian Broner, he got the dub. It was a tie though, so he's still a bum. So any bet I made, we tied. I don't owe y'all niggas nothing because it was a draw. And now my man Shaq gonna give his opinion. And you know how we do.
Broner won that fight, but I think all in all, the fights was kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. My personal opinion, the second fight was the best fight. Who was the second fight?
It was the twin.
The second fight was the best fight. The Broner fight was good if you're an Andrian Broner fan, but if not, you know what I'm saying?
Anybody can get it.
I don't know. It was a lot of hype, and with all that shit that he was talking, he should have finished him. That's the point. That's why I don't know if I would gave it to him. Because all that shit you was talking, he should have finished him.
That's how he sold the fight, though, to be honest.
Now going into like the shit talking, like a lot of people don't understand. In order for like boxers to really make money, you feel me? This is what they do. You feel me? Like a lot of people go out to see Broner because they want to get his ass kicked. You feel me?
Vargas can't promote.
Vargas can't promote.
So you need Andrian Broner to curse out Mayweather's president of his company.
The crazy part is you need Andrian Broner in boxing. As crazy as it seems, like you need that persona.
I agree with you.
And also,
I think he's good. Look, he spent this camp in Florida. He was in way better condition than Vargas because after the 4th round, Vargas was gassing. Because if you notice, Andrian Broner only has problem with people that come towards him and they're just throwing mad punches at him. He don't like that. Vargas was doing that up until the 4th round, then it was over. So, yeah, a lot of people hate him, but, I think the judges were a little shaky on that and they should have gave it a Broner, but I guess we got a draw.
And I only listened, and I only saw the fight and analyzed it because your man over here knows a little shine about boxing. So I had to see if he really knew, and he knew what he was talking about. Unfortunately, the last couple rounds, Adrian Broner was going ham and cheese with no bacon on it, and he did his thing. So whatever, Adrian Broner.
Can we be a little bit?
Won the fight.
I honestly think though that the difference between Broner and Mayweather is that Mayweather advanced, he improves during the fight. Broner sticks to the same game plan no matter what happens in the whole fight. Like the fight could change on him, and he sticks to the same.
Mayweather
he
knows when around he analyzes around. He knows when he got to throw his jab to get points.
Yeah, he go.
Broner would really just get hit in the face.
Yeah,
and go like that all day. Say no all day.
Mayweather know how to get points.
Yeah, Mayweather.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
he knows he got to steal around real quick. When he got to steal around, he does it real quick.
At the end of the day, Mayweather is disciplined. Broner is not disciplined. That's the coach's fault.
I agree with the discipline as well. Yes, it is the coach's fault. That's why he had a new coach, you know. Yeah. But it's also on you. You feel me?
Yeah, you can have the ring. You're not gonna.
You feel me? Like at the end of the day, yeah. Like that's why I get on you when you talk about Broner, because like at the end of the day, you're in that ring by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got somebody like that's trained you, whatever. Your diet's telling you wake up, you gotta run. But at the end of the day, when that bell ring, it's just you two. And he's a 4-time champ in 4 different weight divisions. You feel me? That's why I keep arguing with Chad, you know. But
I just feel.
Oh wait, and going back to like the whole Mayweather, the difference with Mayweather is it only takes Mayweather, let's say, around is 3 minutes. Within 2 minutes, Mayweather knows how you moving, how you breathing, what punch you gonna do. You know, so he's different. Like Mayweather, his mind is just.
And you know what obsessed me about Broner? That he has the chance.
He has the potential
to like ask anything he wants to Floyd Mayweather, because I think at the end of the day Floyd Mayweather really likes this kid. I don't know what he finds in this kid, but whatever.
Boy's good.
But I think Floyd, he could take some stuff off of Floyd that Floyd has done, because at the beginning Floyd did a lot. He never lost, but he did a lot of mistakes in the beginning of his career.
He did, but you also understand Floyd did a lot of them shits. And he sold. That's why people wanted to see Floyd.
Exactly.
Before,
so I just feel.
But he didn't sell at first. He only sold until after De La Hoya.
When he turned into Money May.
Money May, yeah. Because before that, Floyd didn't sell shit.
What makes Broner great is his cockiness, bro. So to take help from somebody else, he ain't doing it.
I feel you, but to be cocky, you gotta win.
He does.
He was 30. Floyd Mayweather won and was cocky.
Yo, you know what fucked him up?
He wins,
He got knocked out.
Oh. Bro, all right. So we was
Mayweather ain't never got knocked out.
He was talking about with Drew, with Madonna. All right, he fought Madonna, right? But nobody understands. He went up
weight class.
2 weight classes, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He went.
And he almost beat Mayweather. Madonna.
He was talking the talk. I was expecting him to walk the walk.
Mayweather.
He don't go what weight classes and win.
Mayweather has gone up 1 weight class. Mayweather has never gone up 2 weight classes. Bro, if you come from 130 to 147 and you're fast as hell at 137 or 130, there's no guarantee that at 147 whatever power and whatever speed is going to carry at that weight. So yeah, it's totally different, man.
You're right. But I just feel like he just got to change the way he approaches fights. That's how I feel.
It won't sell if he does.
That's the problem.
That's what you
ain't nobody out here. Ain't nobody selling fights. Ain't nobody selling fights.
He sells, bro. And did you see how much? I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you guys seen how much the fighters got paid last night.
Nah, how much got
Broner was the top paid. He got $1 million. The dude he was Jesse Vargas got 500,000.
Yeah, but ain't nobody Mayweather.
I understand that, but look,
ain't nobody close to him.
But look what Broner.
Canelo and Triple G don't make more than 20 mil that fight.
I totally understand, but look, Broner made $1 million in what 30 something minutes.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all for a nigga that people say is washed and he ain't shit.
If he would have lost that fight, his career would have been done.
Then that's a whole
another check
That's
again.
a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Now we all for AB.
What about Tank?
Tank, man, I think.
And G, little G.
Little G.
Gervonta.
Gervonta. First of all, I don't know who's Gervonta. But Gervonta.
Listen, I don't know the name. I started following boxing when this nigga started boxing.
So yeah, I actually thought Tank looked real good last night, man. I think
he looked better than before.
He looked strong, man. He looked sharp.
In shape.
You know that. He made weight.
Yeah, that's my favorite boxer.
He changed to Broner.
That's my second favorite boxer.
Baby, you got a little baby Mike Tyson too. Yeah. But like they say, man, I think a focused Tank is really
like in the sense that he
don't talk though. He'll never make sales.
Oh no. When I say Mike Tyson, I don't mean no, he's not slow. I mean it in the sense he's knocking people out. You feel me?
Well, listen.
He's too busy arguing with everybody in different weight classes that make no sense to him. He arguing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder. He wilded away with Charlo. Actually, he was wilding with Charlo.
What happened?
Keith Thurman.
Yeah, listen, G is good.
I like Keith Thurman, but you know what's crazy?
He's too crazy.
Garcia, Keith Thurman can fight Tank next.
No, but you know what
Before
the only thing is with Tank fight at 130. Garcia them is at 147.
Yeah, but they got to meet at 138, 137.
See now, I don't think Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman will go down to take a Tank.
You want money? You want $1 million fights? That's where you got to go with it.
I don't think Tank should go up.
Yeah, I think he's fine there, man. I think he's fine.
If Tank goes up, he loses his speed.
I think he might.
Yeah, but Tank hits hard, so it balances out. Danny Garcia only got a left.
Yo, that's my guy. My favorite boxer right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he can't fuck with Thurman.
No, you know I always talk
First of
about
all,
it.
He can't fuck with Thurman.
First of all, no,
Can't fuck with Thurman.
Danny Swift.
Thurman taught him. Thurman taught him that day.
I think Swift is way better than Thurman.
I think he's way better.
He's better for boxing.
I don't like Thurman.
He's better for boxing.
Shout out to
Thurman
my
fights better.
Latinos in boxing and baseball and basketball everywhere. All my Latinos worldwide. We
Switch up real quick. How you guys feel about Canelo being suspended for 6 months due for failing 2 drug tests?
Listen, I went to Mexico and I tasted the meat. It was the meat.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I don't really. Canelo's never been a draw for me. Like, it's never been interesting for me to watch him fight.
Really?
Thank you.
To be honest with you.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy you say that because
Like, I've never been interested in him.
ever since he fought Mayweather.
Not even before that.
No,
even.
but even since he fought Mayweather, I thought like he got like so much better, and I thought he got like better, but I don't know. It's crazy to hear somebody to say that
He did get better, but he's still not it's not something I'm interested to see his fights, like, at all.
It's not something like, yo, I'm gonna go home and watch Canelo fight.
Yeah, like, it's not like.
Canelo is the Tim Duncan of boxing. He's good, but nobody wants to see him fight.
I can see that in a sense. I can see that. How you feel about that?
We wouldn't think Tim Duncan ain't juice.
Sound good? Huh?
Tim Duncan ain't juice.
But
Tim Duncan didn't juice.
That's true, but he talking about, you know, in general, you feel me? No, I never really, he never excited me. That Mayweather fight, I already knew Mayweather was gonna win. I was never like, oh yeah, he might be Mayweather. I had more Conor McGregor saying he might be Mayweather than Canelo might be Mayweather.
Diablo, te pasada.
I swear to God.
Yo, really? Yo,
I swear to God, Canelo is boring, son. It was
sometimes my fault with the Spanish.
Yo, somebody, how many people gonna get caught in Mexico with this already?
I don't
Before
know.
we say, yo, they got me on purpose.
I don't know the exact numbers, but I know something happened.
What's the trainer out there? What's going on?
No.
But he got away with it though. You know why? Because he's Mexican and he got cribs out there.
So that's what he's saying. Basically, he was out there training, and he was in the crib.
So he thought
they had the meat pause, and that's what
thought that it was gonna work for him.
Two times. But you know what's crazy? He also has a ranch. So he grows his own meat pause. So then people start saying, oh, maybe he's injecting his.
That's crazy.
Listen, you got suspended 6 months. You a dog. When you come back, Triple G gonna whoop your ass, and that's
Whoa. No. Actually, he got suspended for 6 months, so he'll be good by August. I know he just got surgery on his knee. I think he had to remove a cyst. So once he do that, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get back into training.
He's gonna get his ass
and
whooped.
supposedly supposed to have something in September. It's not accurate. The suspension should be over in August, but we don't know yet. You know if the fight will happen. But if the fight do happen, I still think that Canelo's gonna win. I think Canelo wins, man. Even though I understand people saying him taking it, you know, it's tough because, you know, boxing is you putting your life on the line. You could seriously hurt
That's
somebody.
when your wifey. That's when you know your wife got a good hold on you. You can't go too low without the phone.
Without
You make sure you pick that shit up.
the steroids, you think he could still do it? Even if it wasn't intentional, he still had it in him, though.
Yeah. I think Canelo is skillful enough to be Triple G. I don't think Triple G is skillful. I think he's just straight ahead forward fighter.
Nah.
And I think
Triple G boxed him that last one.
And Canelo,
Triple G was supposed to win
Canelo
that.
sexed him, yo.
Golden Boy doesn't
Sex
allow.
them, Drew.
Golden Boy wouldn't allow anybody but Mayweather
bro.
to beat their
First of all,
golden child.
the judge was drunk. Don't get me wrong. The female that got that score, she was wilding. It wasn't that far off.
Triple G won that fight.
Drunk. You gotta watch.
Yo, bro.
She was
Triple G.
bro.
Triple G.
Hey, listen. She was on this little lemonade. You feel me? She was on that.
That De Leon.
That De Leon. You feel me? She was on that.
I don't know, man, but yeah.
All right, man.
Somebody gotta
So
keep a running count.
She was on that De Leon. Shout out to Diddy just in case he want to take the podcast.
Gabi.
You know, shout out Rubio.
So we got that out the way. Now let's get into basketball, man.
Alright, let's do this basketball talk.
First off, I want to start off thoughts on Tristan Thompson. Go. Who want to take a swing at this one?
Harakata,
Go.
si se me pega, le
No,
voy a-
wait, look back, right? Let me give a little background. Hold on.
Full Gabby is his. Listen.
Hold on, let me give a little
As
background.
the
So,
only black
Yeah,
man on
give
this panel, I just want
background
to say,
story.
you know, Tristan Thompson is wild, and you know, black men don't really cheat.
He's with the faithful black community.
Yo, yeah.
Black
so
men
now
don't cheat.
going into
He's got a problem. Tristan
I have a
Thompson has
different
got a
theory.
problem. He's
Listen,
done this already.
I have a different theory.
I have a different theory too. My theory is that honestly, everybody don't want to be in the Kardashian family for a long time. My man was in there. Khloe probably got the good. And he was hitting it, she got pregnant. He's like, you know, let me try, let me see what's up. But then the media, everybody don't want to be in the media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Nobody want to be, you feel me? Nobody wants to be in TMZ every day. Nobody, you feel me? And that's what they do. That's what their mom does. That's the momager. That's what a momager does.
now, for some people that might not be familiar with the story behind Tristan Thompson, he got caught up creeping when his baby mom's is almost about to give birth. Now, my take on it.
And this is the second account. This
This is the second account. So he has a rapport. You know, like
he
been
has
doing
a
this.
problem. He has a problem.
So my take on it is the only person I blame is his friends. I think the people he's rolling with, they should be blamed for, because you should know, especially if my boy is impregnated one of the Kardashians, you know, I should know that
You gonna be
all eyes is everywhere.
Thank you.
So I gotta be on my P's and Q's, you feel me? His friend was supposed to be the one to walk in the hotel. Tristan should have came in 5 minutes later, you know, but Dominican men do not cheat.
Ever. We do not cheat.
So
outta here.
hold on now,
God,
Buns, what is your take on this, Buns?
First of all,
Go,
Honestly,
hold on.
I'm about to have a kid, don't forget.
yo,
Just in case you forgot.
oh yeah, congratulations by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it.
About to
Yeah,
have
congrats
kids.
on that, congrats on the boys, you know. Bundle of joy on the way, bundle of joy on the way.
You gotta choose his words wise.
No.
So go ahead, let's hear it, Bun. Go break it down.
I honestly think he wanted to be out of this relationship, honestly, from the beginning. Like, I'll be honest with you, either dumb, special, or you either want to be out of the relationship. Because you have to know that people are following you. And the high status, and you know what I mean? So, but the tape being leaked out, who I blame Chris on that. Let's not forget the one in the restaurant was in October. They found that tape.
And I heard they taping too.
No. I'm saying. They had, you know what I'm saying? They had the video.
You
They had
talking
that
about the
video.
mom? You blame the mom?
Hell yeah, she had the video in October. And she went.
She's like 16 right now, bro.
Yeah, and she
That
waited.
shit happened in October. It's coming out now.
Yeah, and she waited for Chloe to give
Yo, they don't see
Chloe
the
give birth, so
16?
to drop
Yeah,
it.
bro, they up there.
So it's basically, you think it's just publicity at this point,
Nah,
right?
but she's still with him.
That's 5 episodes right there on just that, bro.
that's
And the baby came right after.
Like
It's
these-
lit.
these-
He's in 25. I'm still on.
And they already had
go ahead,
two
give
other
it.
babies before with 2 other Kardashians. So this season is gonna be motherfucking lit. And I hate them bitches, but I will be watching.
That's a fact. And we
This
go
will
for
be
that
lit.
shit every time. Like the whole fucking relationship they got together was a publicity stunt. Now we fucking mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we get gassed up when we see some shit like this. It's right. The mother been put this together. She probably told them all about this. It's been a plot.
Now, do you guys feel that? All right, so Tristan Thompson hasn't played, and first of all, Cleveland is freaking down 2-1.
He didn't play tonight.
I'm upset. But now, do you think Tristan's
Should play tonight.
off the court problems is playing a role in these 2 games?
Fuck that.
Because I feel he should have played. I think
He should
could've-
play the first
I
game.
He should have played the first game. They need him.
I think he could rebound. You feel me? I think they need
What?
him.
Yeah, what's
needed
the
to get his
problem?
mind off
Why he
feet
did
anyway.
it though? Why
Yeah,
did
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Like,
I
I
think-
want to know.
Tyrone Lue.
I think it's Tyronn Lue because he'll be a distraction. That's what I feel. And you know LeBron don't play that. LeBron ain't checking for no extra noise. So I think that may play a role.
LeBron is extra noise.
But I feel
LeBron is extra noise in himself.
Yeah, but
No,
LeBron
no,
backs it up on the court though.
We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about.
Nigga, he's averaging 40 points a game.
Tonight we talk about it. Tonight we talk about it. But we on. We on.
All right, we
But we still on Tristan Thompson. Wait, we still on Tristan.
Because I just want to
So
know
do you
why the
feel?
hell
Do
he
you feel that that's playing a role in it?
I think it is
I think
because
they should play Tristan and they should play Zizic, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
You get puppies, yo.
I couldn't say I agree with you.
No,
Yeah.
no. And Indiana.
playoffs. Why
No,
would you
but
play all your valuable players?
the thing is that Indiana don't got a big man that can guard any of those two.
and they don't got a bench. They don't
That's
got
what
a
I'm
bench
saying.
either.
And at the end of the day, he could give him some type of energy.
Yeah.
You know, they're not scoring. Maybe they could give him the second hand bucket. You feel me?
yeah.
But it should be interesting. Like I said, man, the Cavs is down. You
He
know,
could be on the
2-1.
court whispering in niggas' ears like, yeah, my bitch is pregnant, I'll still fuck your girl.
I mean, honestly,
I don't think we need that. No, I don't think we need
Look,
that.
I'll be honest with you.
I definitely like it. Shout out my man Boohead. He in here.
Yeah. He is bad coached by Tyronn Lue to me. Because the thing is,
He's bad coaching by LeBron James. You mean?
well, it's Tyronn Lue at the end of the day. But now my thing is that if you see something not working, you gotta change the players. You gotta substitute and try out different things in the playoffs. You can't go one way the whole 3 games straight and then only change
Gotta
stuff.
switch it up. You got. Yeah, we're gonna get into the Cavs, man. The Cavs are currently down 2-1 to the Pacers. They play tonight, actually in a few. So what you guys think? You guys think the Cavs gonna pull off, boys? You think the Cavs gonna do it?
I just want to tell my girl I love her.
I think they might win this game right here.
Buzz, yeah. So yeah, Buzz. So,
I had to, nigga. That was hot right now, dog. I had to, my nigga.
Caliente. Yo, LeBron captain.
yeah.
They might get out of the first round, but yo, that's it, yo.
I think they could win this game coming up, but
Better think right,
the only issue we have is honestly the whole Cavs team ain't stepping up. It's only LeBron scoring.
Facts.
The fourth quarter of the last game,
That's true.
LeBron was the only one scoring. He scored 12 points in the fourth quarter. And no other person in the Cavs scoring.
Facts.
And they all took shots. The whole team took shots in the fourth quarter, by the way.
All right, Gabi.
What you think?
Honestly,
already know you love the
honestly,
girl.
I just want the Cavs to win today. After today, I really don't care. You know why? Because I put some money on them, and I need them to win today. But at the end of the day, I'm an OKC fan. And let me tell Russell Westbrook something. Listen, my brother. Listen, Brody. Because that's what they call you out there, Brody. You better bust Ricky Rubio's ass next game.
Aye.
My man had a triple-double on you.
Back.
That is
Aye.
disrespectful. And that man can't even shoot the motherfucking ball. So I want to tell you something, Brody. Bust his ass, because I know you can.
Okay. Okay, like he's talking.
Shaq, any take?
On the Cavs?
Yeah, on the Cavs.
Even though we know how you feel about LeBron, bro.
Listen, I got nothing against LeBron.
Be a hater. Boo, LeBron, boo. Nah,
It was the suits, man, bro. What's up, man? You buying guys designer suits for the game, yo. You distracting the guys.
Billy there, man.
But Isaiah Thomas fitted for that suit too, which means that happened a long time ago. So it wasn't planned right now.
Yo, you bringing that kind of attention to the game. That's not basketball,
all he's doing, he's leading.
Yeah.
You know, he's being the leader. You feel me?
lead.
We look good, we
Yup.
play good. You
Yup.
feel me?
Yeah, did that
That's how
happen?
we did.
Did they
No,
play good?
we ain't play
Did
good.
they
We
play
ain't
good?
play good.
Oh, he played good.
He played good. Everybody else did it.
He played
Okay.
good.
Like
So they
Lucas right now.
so
He played good though.
it was a distraction. That's what
I don't think it was a distraction.
Would the GOAT do that? Would MJ have done that? Was MJ buying motherfuckers?
He don't care about
MJ,
shit.
first of all,
MJ was on niggas' neck.
No,
Nigga,
MJ.
what?
No, MJ was buying niggas suits. MJ was
And he
actually
good.
always fresh.
You want niggas
Yeah,
to
be honest.
You know what it is?
And if you want to get technical,
you know what it
and if you want wanna get technical.
That 1996
and Tom Brown is different, bro.
Yo,
This is not.
Listen, and if
this
you
is
want to get
what I'm talking
technical,
about.
Kobe used to take a helicopter to the.
That's a real nigga right there.
All right, but you gotta understand that we're not in 1996 no more. You feel me? Jordan ain't care about none of that. Like this is a different
So
era.
you're
Like
telling me to hype your
LeBron.
team, you buy him a suit?
No, but you feel me? They wanted LeBron wanted to.
What you mean?
The point of
I played good.
No, wait. The point of the
Who
suit.
played good?
The
It
point.
didn't work.
All right, but the point of the suits was we mean business. It didn't end that way, but that was the message that LeBron was trying to send. We mean business. You feel me?
I got
It
you.
didn't.
United as a team.
They didn't end that way,
You know who's
but
playing
that was the goal. You feel me?
He's playing good.
Alright, so
Yeah, he playing good.
Tristan's
now
playing
we,
good, real good.
alright, so now
That
we
nigga
know-
Tristan is playing people mad good.
he definitely is playing people mad good.
I think Tristan can play this game though, actually.
Well, hopefully he
I
does.
think he gonna
man,
make the
so,
difference. I think he gonna win the game for the
Yeah,
Cavs.
I think so too. I think
By 2 or better.
Not just by him.
Nah, he got a
Yo,
Kardashian
now,
curse.
don't yell because when you yell.
Oye, no grite, loco.
So,
And I think Calderon should start too.
huh?
I think Calderon should start too.
Really?
I think hell yeah. They have a better winning percentage with Calderon in the lineup than with any other point guard on that team.
Calderon
But
just.
Kev thinks
I'm just-
LeBron James is the best point guard on that team.
He is.
Yeah, but it's not the point.
I
It's the
think
point
that
of-
LeBron James
Exactly.
is the best point guard.
Say it
in the
again.
game.
point about
He's a
being
point
the
guard.
best
Times LeBron James is not a point guard, right?
My nigga Derrick
He
Rose.
can play point guard.
Derrick Rose.
He
So
can
now,
play, but he ain't the point guard.
so now we got that out the way. So the Cavs play at 8:30. You know, hopefully they get the win and
By 2. By 2.
and Gabi.
For Gabby's
No,
sake.
they're gonna get the win.
Gabby's sake.
And Gabi gonna pay up.
So listen, I get home and I lose this 220 bet after I already lost a 220 bet the last 2
Yo, Gabi,
days.
if you're gonna keep standing up, give me
Let him do it. Let him do it.
Yo, give him the chair.
Do it, God. Do it. That's facts right there. Let's go to Vargas. The
Yo,
Vargas.
listen, LeBron James, I need you to fucking win by
Tell
2
him.
today.
Tell him.
I need you to win by 2.
1.5. Let him
No, I
know.
know exactly. 1.5. Because last time y'all lost by 2, and all I needed you to lose was by 1, and y'all lost by 2. I don't care if y'all win or lose. Just fucking lose by the spread, my man. I got kids to feed.
No loser. No loser.
Amen. I got a good job though. That's not what I'm counting on.
We get into Portland and New Orleans, man.
Oh, man.
So New Orleans sent Portland home 4-0. I felt Damian Lillard and CJ McCullough was outplayed by Rondo and Jay Holiday, man, and Anthony Davis. I think killed every big that Portland had.
Monster.
So Buns, I want to know, what was your take on New Orleans? Did you think they was gonna do that, or you felt because DeMarcus Cousins was out that it was kind of over?
I'll be honest with you, it surprised me just because I have faith in Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. You see what I'm saying? They're always on point. But I ain't gonna lie though, Anthony Davis is looking kind of dangerous with that team right now. Even without DeMarcus Cousins.
That boy look different. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, he looking dangerous. Like I'll be honest with you, I don't see anybody in Golden State being able to guard him. I don't see anybody in Houston being able to guard him. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if it ain't those two teams, there ain't nobody else that matters.
You speaking facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you also, I don't even know if Chris Paul could really guard Rondo.
Facts. Facts, though. Big one. My nigga Rondo locking up. Wow. They all playing defense. Boston Rondo right there.
What about Drew Holiday?
Playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying, because then also Harden got to guard Drew Holiday.
listen.
And even if you put a Rizzo on Drew Holiday, still don't even think they could guard him right now.
That's true.
Drew Holiday looking different.
Yeah, he looking different.
I agree with my man right here. Listen, I didn't think the Pelicans was gonna do what they did. They looked like unstoppable. I know they didn't play the best team, whatever, but them boys was looking unstoppable, and Portland was red hot at the end of the year. You would have thought that Portland was going to the Western Conference Finals against Golden State the way they was there.
They had D Lillard top 5 MVP.
You feel me?
They had
So,
D Lillard up there.
and these playoffs,
CJ was on fire.
they just did not show up. Damian didn't show up at all. Drew Holiday had him on smash and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
They had no answer for it.
He put the fried chicken with the fried shrimp on them.
2 piece, no biscuit.
No biscuit on them. Like, it was over. Shaq, what do you think about that?
And what does that say now? Everybody talking about Damian Lillard this, Damian Lillard that. You got cooked. By Drew Holiday. At that. Stir fry. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And Rondo? Like I like Rondo.
Playoff Rondo.
I'm just saying, these is not players, you know what I'm saying? This is just not what you thought. Everybody was just thinking it was just AD. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And like my man Bun said, Golden State got nothing for AD. Nah. So I don't really know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't see anybody on that team being able to stop him.
Not Anthony Davis.
Hell no.
Not Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, man. He's playing on another level, man. Definitely on another level.
Rondo is one of the few true point guards in this playoff right now. You know, that's been in playoffs.
Yeah.
And no,
he playoff tested.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we gotta respect that, you know, a little bit, and that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so now we got OKC. No, yeah. So now let's talk about OKC, man. Me and Buns was just talking about how we feel about Donovan Mitchell, who, you know, I'm a big advocate for being a Rookie of the Year.
I think he should be.
How you think he's coming along against OKC? Actually,
that's Simmons.
He looks
up 2-1.
I'll be honest with you. He looking as dominant as he's been looking the whole season in the playoffs. Like he didn't even look nervous, not even the first game. To be honest with you, like
Donovan Mitchell playing like the Rookie of the Year, like I said he was. Ben Simmons, everybody who thinks Ben Simmons is Rookie of the Year, y'all bugging. But that's a different story. So yeah, man, Utah's up 2-1. Buns, what you think?
I honestly think that Utah has a chance of beating OKC.
Yep.
I think they have a chance of beating them. With, like I said, Donovan Mitchell being the surprise, and Ricky Rubio, who's
you
playing.
talking Ricky Rubio triple-double on who?
Exactly. So,
I got something.
Okay, Gabby, you got something to say? Go ahead.
First of all,
express yourself.
Let me get this first off. Ricky Rubio is not getting another triple-double in the playoffs. Let me start by saying that. Second of all, if Mitchell thinks he's gonna do it on his own, he's bugging. Cause
he's up 2-1.
All right, he's up 2-1, but he's not gonna get no more help. Cause after Westbrook got embarrassed like that, you think he's gonna let Utah win right now? He's not gonna let that happen. And if he has to take responsibility for guarding Mitchell, he's gonna take responsibility. But he's not getting out the first round because he wants to eat Houston alive next round. And if he was playing Oklahoma City, he would want to eat them alive next round too, because those obviously are the two teams that's gonna make it out.
But of course he gotta get, you know.
But he gotta get past Utah. But they will get past Utah.
Shaq.
I agree with Gabby. I think Ricky Rubio got no chance to even score in anything close to that. The reason he got that is because the scouting report said Ricky Rubio is gonna do nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Like all of that was an added bonus. Like he's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like D Wade in the first game. It was like the scouting report said this guy's gonna do nothing. So.
I don't know what scouting report ever say that D Wade is not doing nothing.
Listen.
I don't know what y'all.
It didn't say he was gonna do that.
That's D Wade, bro.
They didn't think he was gonna make 28 points.
But at the end of the day, exactly. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Exactly. They didn't think he was gonna hit them 28.
But Donovan Mitchell. I do want to tip my hat to the young man. You know, I do not feel. I feel like he is in the running for Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons will get it because he's the better one. But let's not forget about Jason Tatum, who is also a rookie who is out here looking fearless and not
fearless
in these playoffs. Yes, fearless.
He's looking good in the playoffs too, even though playoffs don't count.
You know what I'm saying? It does count.
No, but he doesn't count towards Rookie of the Year.
Nah, I think it does.
If he had a full team,
probably like the first, second round, you know, because they've been hooping. You feel
like
me?
if that rookie had his full team, he would be a beast. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum. If he had Kyrie and they had their full team,
He would be fighting back.
come on. Because they will go further than Utah. They will definitely go further than Utah.
So
And maybe Philly. You know
so
what I'm saying?
going into tomorrow, because I think they play tomorrow. You think of OKC's gonna get the job done?
I think they're gonna get the job done tomorrow.
But-
I think they have to get the job done tomorrow. They lose tomorrow, they done. And I'm an OKC fan. But OKC lose tomorrow and they Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Nah, I think it might go either 6 or 7.
You think they go 6 or 7?
I say next game, yeah, they do it because the scouting report is gonna say Carmelo Anthony's not gonna do nothing and he might do something.
Nah, I still believe in. I still got faith in Melo. I think Melo's gonna come out.
Yeah,
PG
he's got to
gonna
show
play
out one of these games.
Yeah, I think.
Which one is it gonna be? Is
Where you at, Melo?
Y'all know me, I got nothing bad to say about Melo after
think
what
it's
he
gonna
did
be
to me as a kid. No homo.
Oh, whoa.
All right, now, let me elaborate on what he did when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I went to the NBA store. Melo was a special guest at the NBA store. And I was the biggest fan of Carmelo Anthony, and I'm still the biggest fan of Carmelo Anthony.
Into the dome.
And you know, I'm from a lower class, lower class neighborhood. I don't have no money to be going to no autograph signings, to be buying nothing to get autographed.
Real nigga.
Real nigga, right.
So Melo saw me and my friends. We didn't have no money. Like we was online with no books, knowing we needed a book. Yeah. To get an autograph. And Melo saw that, and he was like, "Yo, keep them online, but give them some books so that I could sign it for them."
Yeah, that's love.
And I appreciate you, my
You ain't
brother.
read the books.
Carmelo
That's real
Anthony,
shit.
you a real guy.
That's real shit.
And it is what it is.
That shit don't get overlooked.
So shout out to Melo for giving Gabby a books that I'm sure he still hasn't read.
That's a fact.
By the way, I did not read them yet.
So now
Nigga still can't read the autograph and he know who it's from.
like we always do on the show, man, we always got a guest, that has an interesting story. And of course, man, I wanted to get somebody who I felt has done a lot of work that a lot of people hasn't, known that he's done because he's pretty private about his work.
He's like me.
No, he's not like you, Gabi.
I'm private though.
Gabi, gotta keep it to Buns, Gabi. It's not like you. Man, but my man Buns, man, who I've known, for a long time, man, since I was a kid hooping in Dykeman. So when I found out that he does a lot of editing and a lot of visuals, I thought it was dope because I never knew that he got into that, and he's done some great work, man. He's actually done, let me read you some of his credits, a little bit of his resume.
Do it.
He was he edited for My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. He worked on the Jay-Z part, which I actually thought it was dope. That gave a real good insider, on Jay-Z, on who he is, how his music how he makes his music, and his background. He also did actually watched the Nicki Minaj My Time that was done with MTV.
The Ed Sheeran joint.
The Ed Sheeran joint, I thought that was dope because I'm actually I don't know about them. I love Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah, this
Ed Sheeran dope. He's dope, and he tatted. I rocks with him. Tatted.
Fuck what happened to everybody.
Tag gang.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know, man. Like I said, we came up hooping. Like when did you feel like you wanted to get into it? Like what made you get involved with it? With the whole film and the whole visions.
I'll be honest with you, it was, I had friends who were rappers. Me growing up, I had friends who were rappers, and they were always I was always in the studio with them, and we always hung out around each other, and they were always creative. So I always figured what would be the best way for me to get involved in this, and I never really figured it out. So basically one day we ended up shooting a video, but we didn't have nobody to edit the video. So I basically just taught myself how to edit, and from there it just kept growing and growing. And when I finally got laid off, that's when I finally took it serious, and I was just investing all of my time on that.
So basically, when you got into it, it wasn't like you went to school or anything.
No, I ain't
Yeah, for the kids. When you say you taught yourself. Like,
I didn't go to school. I basically went to the school of YouTube, basically. You can say.
So YouTube basically taught you.
That's what I'm talking
basically
about.
YouTube, yeah. Basically,
No,
that's how you learn
If there's anything I wanted to learn, like I had the program already. So.
I mean, it's not how you have to learn, but it's really
Exactly. So I already had the program already. So basically, all I had to do was just learn how to, learn my way around the program, the basics. And once I had the basics, and after that, everything else I was able to figure out.
So I'm sorry to cut you off, but one thing that I thought that was cool, interesting, and I thought it was very motivating was that when you said when you got laid off, that's when you invested more time, in the editing and then learning about the process. But you also treated it as a job.
Yeah, like my learning process basically was for about a year and a half. You could say I was waking up every single day, Monday through Sunday, and right back on Monday again at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, all the way to about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sleep 3 hours, and right back to it again. Just working on my craft and learning, studying shit, theories on editing and stuff like that, and
So
filming and all that.
So instead of saying like, "Fuck, I'm out of a job.
Yeah.
I really don't know what to do. What's next?" It was like, "Let me buckle down," because it's either. He was kind of put in a situation. Was kind of like
a lot of reading.
do or die.
Reading a lot of reading, but the thing was that
that's what these kids don't understand. Like you gotta put that mind. You gotta read a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is that my background's a little different. My background is I've been working since I was about 12, 13 years old.
Oh, okay.
I've been working under other people's names, not under other people's names and stuff like that growing up. So when I got laid off finally that job, I was like, I don't ever want to work for somebody again.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so my whole thing was I don't have education. My whole thing was
Nothing.
Sorry about that.
Yo, Poppy in there, man.
Yo, man.
Yo, he lucky I'm Dominican and I understand
I
what
feel you too.
doing.
I feel the same thing. I'm like,
No.
keep going.
We still going.
Yo, bye. Mad bloopers this
Keep
one.
going.
Lit.
No, the thing is I realized I didn't want to work again for somebody else, so I really had no other choice but to figure out my craft and get better at it. But I made the decision, as soon as I got laid off, I made the decision that I didn't want to ever feel like somebody had my career in their hands.
Somebody had that control over you.
That control of letting me go just because they felt like it. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what it
basically
is.
my whole thing was,
That's
grind and put more than 10,000 hours. I read books on, if you want to be good at anything, you got to put 10,000 hours or more. So I decided, fucking, let's try it.
So you put the work in.
Put the work in, and it was just literally no sleep.
So I know you've done some visuals. I'll get into the documentaries that you worked on. But I know you've done visuals for your friends who are rappers. I know you've done
for Zach Cowboy.
Zach Cowboy. I know you've done Cam. Sin as well.
Yes.
Now, is that transition kind of harder for when you do it kind of documentaries, or is it just something that you kind of like?
Yeah, it's two different. It's two different, totally different worlds. Like, as far as videos, you go direct to the clients, or direct to the rappers and stuff like that, or to, let's say, a label, or the rapper connects you with the label, basically. If it's a label situation. When it comes to documentaries, it's different. You're dealing with production companies, you're dealing with agencies, dealing with that, and producers. So basically, the producer contacts you. So my whole thing was, when I first got involved in this about 3.5 years ago, because I basically made my whole career in 3 years. That's basically what it was. My whole editing career was basically 3 years, but that was 3 years of like non-stop. So
consistent.
Just me consistently just working and just barely taking time off and just grinding, basically. So what happened was, my whole goal was, when I got into this, I was like, I don't want to, after every job, me have to look for a fucking job and me have to worry about what's the next thing. So my whole thing was, I'm gonna grind so hard and let my work speak for itself to the point where work is looking for me. You see? So now it's to the point where I gotta turn down jobs and stuff like that. So that's all basically what my goal was, and that's been my goal the whole time, man.
Can only respect shit like that, man.
For that.
something dope, man. We was talking about sports earlier, but you also worked on 30 for 30.
Yeah, I was 30.
Yeah, that was actually nominated for Emmy.
I be watching that all the time.
The Darryl Strawberry one, that was nominated. My man did it. So with the Mets, you know, actually, you know, having a good season, start to the season, as Drew informed me. How was that, you know, working like on you coming from sports, you know, and actually not the cokehead situation, Shaq.
I mean, we ain't gonna.
Yeah, like playing sports.
Anyway, we gonna celebrate your man without celebrating. Celebrate your man.
So as far as, you know, playing sports, you know, and actually getting a chance to work on a sports documentary, like how was that?
It was dope. The thing, I wasn't on set when they were shooting it, but I was close to the director and the editors on that point, on that what I was working with. The cool shit about it is being able to see the behind the scenes and being able to see how they interact on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? It's just the camera just capturing them on a regular thing. And then also knowing the history and actually listening from the, basically, you can say the horse's mouth, him saying himself what he did, what he was doing, how he was wilding back then. And being and when I say him, I mean that was Strawberry, because he was a little bit more open than Dwight. Dwight still was kind of going through challenges and stuff like that.
He's stuck in the past.
Well, yeah, he's stuck in the past first of all. But I mean, but you gotta understand, like,
It's tough.
and not only that, the fact is that the '87 Mets, when they won the
World Series.
if you look at the parade, and it's in the doc, Dwight Gooden wasn't there. In the parade, he missed the parade because he was high.
So high
home.
up.
He was watching the parade at home and wasn't realizing that he was supposed to be there. That's how high he was.
Wow.
And not only that, Darryl and a few people went knocking at his door, and he heard them. He just didn't open the door.
He was trying to get high.
No, he was just stuck. Yeah, his whole thing.
Stuck,
Yeah, it was just high. So
So even though you
so
said
so then basically,
71, that's it.
so basically that whole thing haunts him. So the fact that that's haunting him. It's probably the reason why he's still going through things.
Watching the parade I was supposed to be at.
So now, do you feel that? Well, like when you like editing stuff, even though you didn't get a chance to meet them, you felt like you was able to learn like more than what the eye can see, in a sense.
Yeah, of course, because the thing is that I hear conversations that people don't really see, because a lot of things gets cut off in the in the edit. I mean, there's a lot of extra stuff that probably people won't hear, a lot of parts, some stories that people won't hear. I get to hear and shell out and work with and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope, because I get to, like I said, even with the whole
That's
thing,
what I wanna know,
even with the whole thing with the Nicki Minaj when I was working on that, I knew about Meek Mill before the public knew about Meek Mill.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
You see what I'm saying? Because
So you know,
I knew
certain things.
yeah, I know things ahead of time sometimes. Which is
Knew with the
why,
braids.
like I told you, NDAs, which are the worst thing in the world, which are non-disclosure agreements. So, like for example, after I'm done with this Letterman job, which I'm still working on now.
Which is the Netflix special. That's
Yeah, it's an episode. So
Joey Jay-Z.
it's 6 episodes. So I've worked on
Cut the check.
What? Shout out my Dominicans doing big things.
Yo.
Go ahead, go tell them.
So after that, I just booked another project, which I can't really talk much about, but it's for HBO.
Cut the check.
Also, but that's another one that's gonna be.
How does that make you feel when you got like a dope project, but you can't say nothing?
I'll be honest with you, I got a real dope project I worked on, and it won't come out for 4 years from now, y'all. And it's a movie though, but that one's already done. So that's the shit. That's the see, so there's things like that, and I can't even talk about it till after.
You said 4 years?
4 years from now.
Like,
Three now, because we finished it last year, so about 3 years.
What's the consequence if you do this?
Sued, fine, all types of shit.
Let's stay away from that, because I'm trying to bring my Dominican niggas up, not down.
We don't need to take an L on that.
Nah, we ain't taking the
We're
L.
not taking the L. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all my Dominicans doing good, doing their thing, coming over here.
There's a film in the works that should be out 4 years from now that I worked on.
That's gangster.
Yes.
So I know you done.
That's what I want. Nah.
I know. Shaq, you had a question?
Yeah. I want to know, like, is it a big difference between like the artists and what the producers want? Like when you working with the artists, because you said when you working on videos, you work directly with the artists. Now when you working with, you know what I'm saying, these other.
Well, the thing is that people have to understand, like, as an editor, my job is to make the director's vision come to life.
Oh, so you're not worried about that? You're not worried about the artist directly? You're just trying to. Your job is
No. So it depends when I'm working with music. You see, when it comes
Okay,
to, when it comes to music videos, I'm working with the artist, but sometimes the artist and I come together with an idea. But I'm basically doing the storyboard and coming up with the idea for the song. Typically, sometimes the artist has his own idea, but I'm there to make it.
So
come to life
I guess my
and
question is, when you work with, if you work.
But let's say, for example, like there's a perfect example, like for Netflix.
Right.
Keith
Yeah, like-
Richards.
Or like the Keith Richards thing.
Under
like,
the Influence.
Yeah, there you go. Under the Influence, that's on Netflix too. Like working with him, he has say too, because he has the final cut. You see what I'm saying? So she says so.
As a okay.
So it all depends on certain things. So he has say, then the EP of the company that's shooting it has say, and then the director has some say. But at the end of the day, it's whoever has final say who gets the final say. So it's all in the contract.
So it could be the
different.
artist, it could be Netflix.
Yeah, so
it could be
that's why
whoever.
sometimes when you see a director's cut, it's because that's his version that he wanted to do, and not the studio's version.
So my thing is, have you ever seen like, have you ever been in a situation where the producer or whatever want to do something that the artist don't want to do? That, that doesn't go.
Yeah, there's been
against-
times that I shot a video and did the editing for the video, and there's sometimes that the artist wants something that he just either doesn't have the funding for, or financially,
right.
for me, like there's certain special effects and something like that cost money to do, and sometimes the artist doesn't have that. They think that just because they see something on TV is that simple to do.
It's
You know what I'm
not.
saying, and it is simple to, it could be done, but it
If
takes
you
time.
pay for it,
you
It
do
takes
it. They
time.
like, can't you do it? They're like, don't you do that?
I mean, I can be done, but it takes time and money. If I mean, my
Right,
time costs
right,
money.
Right.
So
Cut the check.
exactly. So
Buzz, I wanted to ask you: is there a certain creative space that you feel that you have to get to when you're editing?
it all
something?
depends
Because
on what it is. Like
don't it have to have like a certain feel, flow?
it all depends on what it is. Like sometimes you see when it comes to narrative and docs and stuff like that, you just go into the flow of what you have. So it's all about listening, marking, and pointing out and building a story. So whatever footage you have, whatever you shot, you have to make that work somehow. And then the creative comes in also is how do you get other stuff to make it come to life. When it comes to music videos, it's also the same thing. It's a little different. Music videos are a little bit more personal because you're coming up, and since I direct some of the most music videos that I work on, that I do the editing on, also with me and my partner, Doc Darryl. Saying when we do our videos and stuff like that, it's a little bit different because we have more creative, a little bit of creative, more creative control when it comes to the visuals and how we want the edits to be, and that's when I get a little bit more into it because I get to create a story or create something through visuals and through just my ideas.
And like, what are some like? Where do you get? I guess where I'm trying to come from is where do you get the inspiration from? Or it just depends. Or every project is different.
Now, to be honest with you, it depends. When it comes to music videos, it depends on the music. Really, the inspiration comes to the music. I'm really music based. I got into everything I've done has always been through music. Saying even through my friends who rap and all that stuff. And I was there in the studio when it comes to the producers prime. I was always there with them. Saying whether it was in a creative way or me telling him the sample's dope or something like that.
Always there.
I was always there when it came to stuff like that creatively. So yeah, so creatively, I guess somehow in my sick mind, I just see the visuals when it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like just listen to the music. But it also seems the thing like. Right now I'm in the process of trying to write something for myself to shoot myself, and like a little short film, short project I'm trying to do, and that comes also from inspiration of just life and the stories and stuff that I've been through, and just pulling from little parts like that.
Yeah, I think that'll be great, man. Cause that's one reason why I wanted to have you. It was because of that. I just feel your story and how you came up. I feel that some way, somehow, somebody else who maybe can't afford to go to school or don't have the proper resources,
A lot of kids,
could maybe hear this and
of
just
And,
say,
and one
like,
thing I would say is though,
A lot.
people have to understand that when it comes to film and editing, you gotta treat it like art. So I'm saying, with art, when it comes to painting and stuff, that art is subjective. You know what I'm saying? So art, you can find some piece of art and you can ask 10 people in this room what they think about it. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion. Some people might not like it, some people might like it. So it comes the same thing when it comes to editing and stuff like that. So when I create stuff, my whole goal is, first of all, I put inspiration from other people's work, but my whole thing is always to top myself. Like I don't really pay attention to other people. I'm always That's what like this. Everything I put out, I'm never satisfied with because I always feel like there could be a better edit always. So that's probably what motivates me and what helps me create and stuff like that because there's always something better. So basically, when I let something go, I don't even go back to look at it like that because I'm never really satisfied with whatever I put out because of that reason. That's what keeps me going.
That's funny you say that because C Brick, who we had before, he said he doesn't watch other trainers or like
same thing with me. So
look for any of that. He does what he feels is right, what he feels is going to work. So
yeah, so a lot of times is everything I do is because I like it. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I say I don't never satisfied with it is because I always feel like I could always do better.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you don't see nobody else stuff, how you gonna feel like yours is not the best?
Exactly. So basically, so like this, that Zach video that you guys saw,
right.
that was the third version of that video that I had done, and I don't put it out to the world until it's out to the world. I'm gonna keep changing it because I'm not gonna. Every time I look at it, it's something I don't like about it or something.
See, you might have a little bit of Kanye syndrome in you, man.
Never satisfied.
Let me find out you got a little bit of that, man.
Well, I do go through my dark moments with myself.
I see that,
but yeah.
But listen, man, to make something perfect, you gotta overthink sometimes.
I agree, man. You gotta go a little crazy to make art.
Yeah, and then sometimes you know me, like I get like my wife would say all the time. Sometimes she'll catch me in the zone and
shout her out loud just in case.
Yeah, like once again.
Yeah, make sure to say.
my wife can she'll say it because I have an office at home, so sometimes I work from home.
Shout out to Bun's wife doing her thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely doing her thing.
Bring that baby girl into the world.
Exactly, definitely.
Say shout out to
Only
that.
parents know what you're going through, my brother. That shit hurts me inside, dog.
But yeah, but you know, so the thing is, for me, it's like sometimes I get in my zone and I'll be in there. I mean, even if I'm smoking, sometimes like I'll light up and I'll be honest with you, I'll be there for like 6 hours and I'll probably only take one pull, the whole blunt smoke is all. Because I'll be focused working and all you see is a whole ash on the table. It'll just be me just working.
And I
That's another
respect
thing
that.
for me, so it'd be straight up like that.
Bonds, what was your favorite project to work on so far? Because I know you got projects that you can't even discuss that won't come out for 4 years, and so far, what
I'd say probably one of my favorite projects I worked on was that film that, like I said, I can't really talk much about.
Oh, that's great.
No. But that was one of them.
Because you had a lot of input in this film, and you had a lot to do with this film more than any
Well,
other
the
film.
thing is that was only really me and one more person
Exactly.
working on it.
Gangster.
We're not working on it for about literally almost 8 months, 9 months, just in the room, me and him by ourselves, just working on this. So
crazy.
it was a little bit more personal, I think, with the director also of it. There's us though, for the whole 9 months.
So you think this is a little bit more personal in a sense?
It's not more personal, but it's just, I think it's because it's unexpected and nobody really knows about it. So that's what it is. So I think that's why it's a little
So it's
more.
gonna be like, yeah, that's exciting, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But by far, I have to say that working on this show also, number one, I'm cool with the director. Like director, me and him are really cool. I worked on with him. He did the 30 for 30. Worked with him on that. He also did which other one? We did a Nike commercial campaign with Dom Niggas Sue before he left Nike.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, we did a whole campaign with them. It was like 8 web commercials, but then he ended up leaving. That just got scrapped. I mean, I still got paid, but this just got scrapped.
still got the bread.
It is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. And Nike put bread up for that. But
I bet they did.
yeah, but that was cool also. And then just working on certain projects, like certain projects that are challenging, are I always find cool and that people barely know about because, like for example, like there was a Chase commercial that was around I think about last year, during the playoffs, where it was like going in circles, like there was a cone in the middle that was going in circles, and then like the weather was changing every time it would turn, like in like a dock, like a warehouse. Mm-hmm. So I worked on that, and I had to create that effect, and so but I didn't know how to do that. So when I got booked the job, they asked me if I was gonna be able to learn, and I ended up learning how to do that shit myself. So during the job, so that was a dope job too. Literally learning on the fly, yeah.
Now, before we get out of here, another thing that you do is what you were doing, you was doing visual for the Loopy show.
Yeah, the Rubio show.
Now, we all know, recently he had to go, to rehab and stuff like that. So,
And I respect him for that.
yeah, like, do you feel that it's something,
Wait, you have to go to rehab?
especially,
Because he was addicted, he had an addiction, and I fuck with Luke because he real, bro. Like he might have his
He
problems.
had an addiction to
or
what, pills?
Nah,
Yeah, it was pills.
It
'Cause
was
he
pills.
got into an accident. Doctors gave him pills
Prescriptions.
and prescription
And
pills,
fucked
and he
him
ended
up.
up getting addicted to them shits, basically, because they gave him
Like how all these fucking kids be getting.
Basically, yeah.
So now, my question to you is like, how did you feel like when he finally said like, you know what, like, I need some help. You feel me? Like I'm gonna go get this help.
Well, the thing is that you see, we've been knowing Lupe for a minute.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah, like we did a photo shoot with Lupe before he had even done photo shoots like that. We had done with him.
He's been in the game for a long time, believe it or not, man.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what I mean? It was dope to see him finally just make the decision for himself that he felt that, you know, he needed to get the help. So, of course, always supported him on that. And, you know, even before that, for me, I've always supported him and we always believed in him. And I still believe in him. And I think that Lupe, he just needs the opportunity, basically. Like, that's all he
I feel
really
the
needs.
same way about
so,
that,
like,
man.
if he gets the right opportunity, and I think now's the time that it's going to happen, but if he gets the right opportunity, I think Lupe could be really, really big. And I think he's a dope voice that, and I honestly, just me, because I've seen him do it from the beginning, I feel like there's a lot of people that actually have taken his style of becoming on social media. You feel
There's
me?
a lot of people that have
I
taken
know.
his style, and I be on social media and I be seeing, and there's
So,
a lot of people.
I just think
that
it's time
say,
to-
Yeah, they took
coming
his style,
slowly,
but
bro.
they ain't that hard Nick fans. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about.
That's why they love. That's why they love Lupe, because
That's what
Lupe
it is.
loved the Knicks.
That's what it is. Because it's hard to be a
Knicks
Knicks fan
suck.
out here.
Never
Hey, yo,
hard.
watch your mouth,
New York
yo.
all day.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, but,
It's not hard.
like on another thing, I also think his joint is kind of dope as well because a lot of kids could learn from that, could like see him like he's been that big voice, you know, and
Yeah,
him
and-
going like
and-
through rehab and going that. I think kids could look at that and be like,
And
this
the-
ain't
and
really
the-
to go down that way, you know. This ain't really that route. So.
And the thing is that
Shout out to him.
he's positive about it, so he's always willing to talk
That's
about it.
what I
And
love
also
about
inspired, you
it.
feel me? Because like at the end of the day, for me, we all have kids. He has kids.
He
For me,
definitely got a
you
family.
know, like you know,
That's
he
what
has
it's all
family. He
about,
has
man.
family friends, so he knows, and he was very conscious of it. He just couldn't kick it, so he had to make those moves to do it. But it's just it's dope and a big move that he's actually
Facts.
was able to accomplish it, and is still going with it.
Yeah,
as,
listen.
a matter of fact, to just show how big and how dope it is, he was at a club yesterday and he was not lit at all. And he was there, I mean, he was sober, of course, sober, but he was at a club and he wouldn't be able to do that back in the days. So,
That's great, man.
Listen, I want to give a shout out to the Lupe blog. I've been following you for a couple years now. When you was dressing in girl shit before everybody started dressing in girl shit. I know you talk about this shit all the time, but you hate that niggas took your dressing in girl shit. So shout out to Lupe, man.
Nobody
He doing
should've
what
did
he
that.
do, and he getting it done, man.
Thank you, Shaq.
I
That's
love
what
Lupe
the fridge-
because Lupe is like me, except I'm not that high up, but I'm, you know what y'all know what I mean.
So now, man,
take it into you know.
to wrap
Fuck
things
with
up,
You know what you mean.
what advice would you give? I guess what advice would you give any kid that may feel that they stuck, you know, that they don't,
I'll be honest with you, man.
they can't push through, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say basically if somebody tells you you can't do something, man, just go ahead and do it anyway. You feel me? Like, as I was talking earlier, you know what I mean? If you don't shoot your shot, you feel me? You ain't never gonna, you feel me? Like, any shot you don't shoot is a shot not made.
Basically.
Same basically, for me. So, like, you know, like I was saying earlier. But just basically, like I said, I've had no's, I've got turned down. I've had people that could put me in positions to make something and to even get involved in this. I always thought, for me, it depended on who you knew and all that stuff, but I didn't really like that because the only way I was able to get into this business was basically by myself. The only thing that somebody did for me was one time, and you know what I mean, like, and all he did was give me a look, and you know, I appreciate that, of course, but it was get me into the door as far as just an interview, send my resume and stuff like that, and then I got called from the company, and then I had to go in and prove myself, of course, obviously, in an interview, but like I said, man, just keep working and keep grinding, and like I said, I got no's, I got laid off, I didn't go to school for this shit. Actually, funny enough, I did do 2 semesters in school for teaching. And yeah, for teaching, and was on the dean's list and all that stuff, but I decided not to because it wasn't for me. But yeah, like I said, school's not for everybody. I was not good at school at all, and none of this. I mean, And I mean, I don't know if it's the same for everybody else, but for me, school was just boring at certain points.
Yeah, somebody's
I
different.
couldn't just focus on it. I would pass tests, but I wouldn't in class. I just
I
wouldn't
feel
focus
you.
in class.
I feel you. Honestly, if I
And
know
that's
what
basically it. Like, well, my advice, my main advice to kids is just whenever you hear somebody tell you no, and if
Yes.
you really want to, and if there's a dream you have, just go ahead and do it.
Just go ahead and do it.
And use that no as motivation, because I use all the no's that I've gotten in my life as motivation every single day.
That's what's
And we're from the hood, so it shouldn't be hard to get motivated because niggas hate from our own neighborhood every day. So it's not like we not used to this. People don't want us to see us
and that's
make it.
another thing. Just to tell everybody from, especially from the hood, if you were born and raised in the hood in New York, there's no amount of pressure that in the corporate world that they can put on you
That you ain't never been through.
that's compared to anything in the streets. So trust me, you ain't got nothing to be worried about.
I definitely could attest to that.
Because people be asking me how am I so even keel at work, and I'm like, because I've seen worse shit. I see people get shot in front of me. So anything else, unless you're gonna top that, ain't no pressure that you can put on my.
Ain't none of these white people topping getting shot in front of, man. And shout out to the white people. They give us jobs, but fuck them.
Jesus, man, oh man,
But honestly, like on that same note, a lot of these kids, what they do is they take that fake love, that fake hood love, that fuck the white man, I love you as love, and they say fuck the white man. Then when they get into the working world, they got this fuck the white man mentality, I love the hood mentality, and come on, what's worse? That's worse. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
it's not really fuck. You can't say this. The white man giving us jobs. Fuck the white man. You gotta be like, at the end of the day, it's like this guy said. You gotta take every shot, but at the end of the day, you gotta look at people, whoever it is. Cause I know niggas all day who ain't shit. I know a lot of Caucasian folks that help me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask. If I had to ask somebody for better, and I don't know no nigga that could get after me.
I mean, no, the one thing I must say is the one thing is to everybody to keep always in mind is know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way, there hasn't been a time, at least in the past year and a half, that I've gone into a company for like they want to interview me for a job. I go in there like they need me. I never go into a company acting like I need them or anything like that. So when I negotiate my contracts every single time. So if you hear me on a job, best believe that was a 2 weeks, 3 weeks negotiation.
You got a manager?
I manage myself.
You always trying to manage somebody.
Yo, my man, yo, son, don't hate on my man.
Buzz, go ahead, Buzz. Buzz, go ahead, Buzz.
I just want to know how they do all this shit by themselves. It's hard to do all this shit by themselves.
No, it's not if you use common sense and
No,
you
but
think about
it's,
stuff.
bro, once you start getting bigger, the bigger you get, the more help you need, bro.
You need it eventually. For
You
me,
need
there's
help.
gonna be a time that
Don't hate on my man throwing his flag out.
there's gonna be a time you're gonna need an agent, of course, eventually, depending on how busy and crazy things is. Yeah,
Shit, crazy.
for the main time, I manage myself, and my information just gets passed around through the industry at this point, where people need somebody or something like that, they contact me. And
You see, at this day and age, you can.
if I'm available, then I'm available. Yeah, it all depends on the stuff like that.
Yeah, man. So,
Now we salute you, bro, because that's
that's
coming from the
and
ground up. You know what I'm saying? Like
and
you
that's
say, you
one of
ain't
the
went to
reasons
school
why,
to
like I keep
YouTube.
saying, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you, man. So I appreciate you, you coming through because, like I said, man, I think down the line, this is gonna help somebody. I don't know who exactly, but I'm sure it's gonna help somebody. So, man,
this was a lot of fun, y'all, man.
yeah, man, this is episode 3, man, of the Hidden Out podcast, man.
Shout out.
Man, first of all, shout out actually to Steven G for winning the ringside Masters 141 Open. He gonna get ready for regional. It's my young boy, young killer. Shout out to Derek as well. He also won his, and man, I'm good, man. Buns, thank you again. Gabi, go ahead and shout out.
Listen, you know me, I got shout outs all day. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all my Dominican people out here doing something positive, coming up. Listen, Dominicans ain't always been on the map, but 2018, we've been on the map.
And we don't
that's
cheat.
That's a fact, and we don't cheat unless you playing baseball.
Let's play big.
That's it. We don't cheat unless you playing baseball. I'm not done. Shaq is gonna go for 10 minutes if you want, but I gotta go for like 7. Listen, I know. I just want to give a shout out to all my Dominicans. I want to give a shout out to all my ladies getting fake bodies. I want to give a shout out to my baby moms that I love very much. I want to give a shout out to all. I want to give a shout out to all the Cleveland Cavalier fans. We gotta win today, so I can get that 220 back that I've been losing the last 2 days. That is not even my money, but I'm still wasting. Shout out to all my people in 164. My cousin Will, everybody. Shout out to my niggas in 163rd. Shout out to my Uptown crew, Doc ATM, 162nd, 163rd. Everybody, I've been following y'all niggas since y'all rented out the studio in my cousin's fucking crib. I love y'all. My man Buns is here. He came over here to talk to the youth, to spread love, and that's what we doing, y'all.
Listen, man. Shout out to the faithful black community. Shout out to my man Kev for putting this shit together. Shout out for Buzz for being here. Shout out for Gabby. You know what I'm saying, for being Gabby. You know what I'm saying? And just stay tuned, man.
Done, man. Episode 3 is a wrap.
Wrap it up.
Yo.
Freestyle time. That nigga Buns, he came out here and killed it. I came through the block, he came out here and spilt it. That nigga gave a whole lot of knowledge for no money. That nigga feeding us, I call it no honey.
Oh my God.
That nigga Melo, he acting crazy. That's my favorite player. He acting lazy. I'm trying to get him to score like 40. But that nigga's still chilling with his side shorty.
Yeah.
That nigga Braun, he better win by 2 today. While I smoke the haze, no sour though. I get comatose. You know me, nigga. I stay with the bros. Balls, nigga. Smack.
Who is that? Who is that? That's Joel Santana?
It's Joel Santana, 1998 niggas Dipset. Hey, 140th and Lennox, you know how it be. Yo, listen, Cam, if you ever need somebody that play Joel Santana on his joint, holla at me. I'm ready for that. It's Dipset. Hey, yo, I be with orangutans who hang and bang. Animals, orangutan. I got a whole selection. A whole collection. A whole selection of my whole collection. Come on, Cam, nigga. You can't get nobody better than me for Joel's part. Holla at me, nigga.
That's crazy.
Don't fucking lie.
Never stole any candy. Never stole any candy. No.
So you ever ate ass?
No, I never ate ass.
You ain't ass, nigga. You ain't ass.
This nigga is a fucking liar.
You ain't ass.
My nigga, you can't be 26 and
You ain't college boy. You ain't college boy. You ain't ass, nigga. You ain't ass, bro.
You play college boy. You
You ain't ass.
I don't know what's the correlation there.
If you a dirty nigga from New York, you need ass, bro. You need ass, bro.
Yo, listen, if you a kid or about to have a kid, you ate ass, and I don't want to hear
If you got a daughter coming, you ain't ass, nigga.
If you already had a daughter, you ate ass.
There you go. It's a step back.
If you play college ball, you ate ass.
If you ain't fade, you ain't ass, nigga.
Yo, and you might not remember because you was a little drunk because you went to a party after you won the championship, but nigga, you ate ass.
You ain't ass.
What the fuck?
Yo, listen, my man. Yo, listen, I'm shooting. My man's shooting with me. I'm dying. My man right there, he dying with me, nigga. I'm licking the nigga ass. My man licking the nigga ass.
Hey, yo!
And that's just what the fuck it is, nigga. That's what it is. Cause that's my nigga.
No, I have no idea what that man is talking about. Ain't nobody licking ass.
Yo, B, you gotta feel me.